Brookfield Select Board, Tuesday, March 10th. Please rise to say the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. I guess we don't have any warrants this week. Since we've got 5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and take stuff out of orders.
Live streamed in video.
Okay, yep, I appreciate it. You didn't put it on there?
Yeah.
Great. Just so that everyone is aware, this meeting is being both recorded and live streamed via video.
It is not live streaming tonight.
Oh, it's not live streaming?
No.
Okay.
Jake said he was not able to set that up in time today, but we are recording it. And it will
Okay.
be posted later.
All right. Apologies. We are not being live streamed. We are being recorded, and it will be posted post-meeting. Okay. Since we've got a couple minutes, let's take them out of order. So I wanted to open with a discussion on allowing public bodies to provide remote meeting access to the general public at their discretion. So Sarah, did you have anything that you wanted to share regarding your opinions on this?
No, I think it's a good idea. If Dave want to do it and Steve's willing to do it, then we should.
Yeah, okay, so, I mean, I'm aligned on that. I feel that it's really the purview of the chair of the independent boards to decide what level of remote access or digital access that they want to provide to the citizens. If they have the technical proficiency or can work with Jacob in order to figure it out, then I think it's overall good. So, can I get a motion?
I do just want to say
Yep.
one thing first, that I don't want there to be an expectation that it to continue if Steve were to quit. There's no expectation that for it to continue, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
I think
It
I'll.
could change at any time.
Right, I think basically, and I think we control that with the motion, Sarah. If you want, I can make the motion in a way that makes that clear, or if you want to try to make the motion, that's fine as well.
You can make the motion, that's fine.
Okay, so I move that we allow at committee or board chair discretion to provide remote meeting access to the general public. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? It has to be.
Aye.
Yeah, it has to be roll call because you're remote, Sarah.
And I think Chris has his hand up too, before we vote.
Mr. Keller, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I did want to say something on this. I think that, that it's a good thing that this is being brought forward, but I think you guys should make it it should be either a mandatory thing or not at the discretion of the board. The boards you have authority over, you say that this is going to be something that we're going to put into place. We all know that the Commonwealth is moving in the direction that all public meetings have to be recorded. So why not get ahead of that? And I'll just tell you right now that this is already going to be a citizen's warrant onto the next town meeting, that certain boards actually record their meetings. And the concern I have is that the way that the boards go right now on the direction to say, that this is not going to be a forever thing, I think that's going to, raise some issues, especially with persons with disabilities who are making accommodations to say, okay, I don't need to make an accommodation for this board anymore because they're going to start recording, they're going to do it all the time. And now we're saying, that's not going to be, it could stop at any time. So I think that's going to set up a possibility of, a failure. And I can already tell you that I already know about at least 2 people that want to participate in local government, one through disability, and they do not want to ask for accommodations because they do not want to go through, there's no better word for it, the hell that I went through to get my accommodations. And I think this would be a cure for that. So I think the select board should say, that this is something that we want to see, even maybe do it in phases. We'll do it as, we're going to do for the next 6 months as suggested, but we're going to transition to this is going to be a permanent thing that
Thank you, Mr. Keller. Um, We're not really obligated to respond. I do want to make a statement, though, is I don't know that all of our boards currently have the technological capability or the interest in, on a standard basis, providing remote access to the full public. And I want to give, you're talking about leaning forward, and I think we also need to consider training and accommodation of the people who are on our boards, and I want them to feel empowered to be able to make the decision for their own boards about how they conduct it until such time as it's mandated. It'll give us some time to allow some early adopters to learn the systems and the processes, maybe get some standard work written, and make it easier for people who aren't as technologically literate. So I want to respect kind of all the parties in this. So we've got a motion and a second. All in favor? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you come on up?
Yeah, Campbell, I.
Hold on, Sarah. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
sorry,
We
Steve.
yeah, we had one more hand up in the room. So
Yeah, Steve Carmen, 57A Molasses Hill. I put this on the agenda because I did get a request from a resident who would like to attend a Conservation Commission meeting. They do not have ADA accommodation requirements. As a town, we are still required to provide ADA accommodations across the board, and the Communications Committee has been working with Jacob to provide documentation for how to host the Teams meeting. So we're working in that direction. But just to, in favor of Chris's idea, I would like to move toward the direction of removing that barrier of requesting remote meeting access for anybody across the board. And in my capacity as chair on Conservation Commission, I've been hosting Teams meetings anyway, because we have members who attend remotely often too. So I think this would be a good way to start this transition, see how it works. We could just post the Teams meeting invite link directly on the agenda, and those who want to attend the meeting have immediate capacity to do so. There are some caveats to that by open meeting law, if the meeting gets interrupted in a technical capacity, we have to stop the meeting and make sure that any remote attendees have full access to the meeting. There's also a potential staffing burden to open it up across the board. I think you alluded to that too, Beth. Right. So I'm okay to do it at this path, and once we get some documentation down, perhaps other members of boards would be okay with serving their boards with this public remote access by default. But thank you for entertaining the suggestion.
great, thank you. Okay, so are any other requests for comment? Okay, great. All in favor?
Campbell, I.
Coughlin, aye. All right, so it's now, according to my watch, 7:09, and so we'll commence with the poll hearing.
Good evening. My name is Lane Martinez, Open National Grid.
Hold on just a moment.
Sorry.
Procedurally, do I need to get a vote to open the hearing, the public hearing?
I guess you could.
Can I get a motion to open the public hearing, Sarah?
So moved.
Second, all in favor? Aye.
Campbell, I.
Coughlin, aye.
Good evening. My name is Lane Martinez, Open National Grid. We were looking to install pole 5-TAC 84 on Molasses Hill Road so that we can provide as a stub pole to anchor pole 5, because we're moving power into 6 Molasses Hill right there.
Okay. You didn't happen to bring a drawing with you, did you?
I did not. I was told you were provided with them.
You have, what you do is you have, it's in your
I
packet.
didn't see
Yep, it is.
one
It's in
come
your
through.
packet. It's not, it's very vague. That's why.
Oh, okay, so they
none of
provide,
us
no,
really-
this is fine.
Okay.
No, this is all we usually get. I was
Yeah,
just
that's
looking
all
for
you get,
this.
yep.
My apologies. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, go right ahead.
It's an additional pole, correct? It's not replacing a pole?
Correct, it is an additional pole.
Okay, that was my other question.
Okay, any additional questions? All right, can I get a motion to approve the poll proposed at, let's see here. The Molasses Hill Road, let's see here. New stub pole 5-84.
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Campbell, I.
Coughlin, aye. All right, that's all that we have for agenda. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll sign here.
You can sign, Sarah can sign, I talked to Mike, Sarah can sign tomorrow morning,
Okay,
and then Mike will.
great. I do want to,
Yeah, I'll send it tomorrow morning.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Sarah.
great, thank you, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah.
Just real quick, I know you want to like vote and run, and that's fine. I'll send a note about agenda items because there's some that I think need to come back on.
Yeah.
I think we need to talk about the town administrator goals. I know that Rich said that the ones I had were too high level, but I just want to bring the same thing back and describe how I would see them used. And then if Sarah and Rich have some more specific goals, then let's just talk about them instead of just throwing the baby out with the bathwater. I think we just need to have the conversation, right?
There's a
We-
lot of
we-
things in the bullpen.
Well, we talked at highway administrator hours somewhat last meeting. I think we may need to do a follow-up about, from a budgeting perspective. Do we have even a draft budget that we can go over whether it's joint with the
Yeah, we have.
advisory or
I
not?
have
Because
a-
I haven't seen anything come through via email.
Well, Laurie sent it. Laurie sent it off 3 weeks ago. I don't have a new one, no. I only have
Okay.
the one that she initially did, and I
But
haven't
if
new
that's a
one.
live link, that's fine. I just want to make sure.
I don't know if it is. I can before you leave tonight, I can give you a copy of what we've been working off of.
Okay. And then, excuse me. That tip-top request to use the town hall, I think it came in within 48 hours. I generally support those. I don't know if we need to vote it or,
Yeah, I was actually gonna put, that's for 4/28, so I was actually gonna put that on the next agenda.
okay.
I
All
mean,
right, so that,
if you wanna vote it now, you can go ahead, we can get it off the list. I think
Sarah, do you
Sarah's
want,
fine.
Sarah, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Do you want to just vote the town hall use, because I think that came in within 48 hours, just to get it out of the backlog? And
Sure.
I don't think we've ever denied a group using it,
Yeah.
so,
As
all
long
right.
as I talked to Connie, she said that you would probably help her out with
Open and,
unlocking it,
yep,
opening, closing it.
yep, I'll take care of it. So, Sarah, do you want to give me a motion for that?
Motion to approve Tip Top to use the town hall.
Second, all in favor?
Campbell, I.
Coughlin, aye. And I just want to add to the bullpen, I want to talk about the annual town report, who we dedicate it to, because I don't think we
We
ever
don't
had.
do dedications anymore because there was an issue last time. I'll talk to you about it off camera.
Okay.
So we did, yeah.
All right, because I've had a couple of recommendations. I didn't know if we were,
I don't know. In
Okay.
all honesty, I don't know if I have even time to do it this year because I'm so swamped, so.
okay. If you're that swamped, then we need to figure out how we're going to do it.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on here. It's now that we have
Well, I
Bob
mean,
here.
we do have an all-boards clerk. One of the things I'd like to get into the bullpen is talking about where we're gonna put all-boards clerk and Board of Health clerk. My understanding is that no one's using the old town administrator space. That might be a good joint office up there. I know we'd like to keep everyone down here, but we really don't have enough space for all the positions at this point. So, but if we can put that on the next agenda, that would be great. And I think that's it. So can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second, all in favor?
Campbell, I.
Coughlin, aye.
I was like,